The Calgary Flames are a confusing team. They can defeat the defending Stanley Cup champs just days after getting blown out at home. They sit in a tie for points with the last wildcard team in the Western Conference, yet many still advise them to tank. No matter what kind of team they end up being, the play of rookie sensation Dustin Wolf has all Flames fans excited, and his stellar performance last night is a sign of things to come, which is unbelievable for the future of the Calgary Flames as a franchise. We're going to get into all that and more in this video, but first I want to welcome you to Flames Digest. I'm Mark Griffith. If you're new around here and you love the Flames, make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the latest news, updates, reports, and rumors revolving around your Calgary Flames. We would love to welcome you to the Flames Digest family. And oh baby, let's talk about last night's game. What an absolute doozy it was. What a fun one. It's always crazy when you welcome the defending Stanley Cup champions into your home barn, especially when you have so much history with them. Of course, the Florida Panthers coming to Calgary means Matthew Tkachuk is back in Calgary. It means Sam Bennett is back in Calgary. It means Ryan Lomberg is reuniting with his old teammates. Obviously, him getting his Stanley Cup ring. And let's not forget, we were all huge Panthers fans not too long ago wanting them to beat the Oilers in the Stanley Cup final. But oh baby, the Flames, they won 3-0 in case you missed it. What a game once again. The Flames looked honestly very good for the whole 60 minutes. Usually they look terrible for long stretches. They looked strong. After giving up 8 goals in the previous game, they gave up 0 in this one. They really tightened up defensively and honestly just played really good team hockey, getting that 3-0 dub. If we get into the box score here, Dustin Wolf, of course, he'll be the main man for this video. He gets another shutout. This time, it's actually against a really good team in the Florida Panthers, making 32 saves on 32 shots for, of course, the 0 goals against average and 100 save percentage. What a game from him again. He is right back in that Calder conversation, and he is just playing absolutely insane. I'll show you a stat in a second here after we get through the guys who got on the score sheet. Michael Backlund, the captain, leading the way, a goal and an assist. It might have looked like he could have gotten a couple, actually, at certain points in this game, but of course does get the 1 goal, 1 assist, which is fantastic. The Jonathan Huberdeau stat line as of late, his point streak unfortunately ended, but we saw a Blake Coleman goal as well, which was fantastic, and Nazem Kadri, the human highlight reel. If you didn't see the highlights, didn't watch the game, I strongly recommend seeing Kadri's goal. Just to pickpocket the defenseman, absolutely dangle the tendy, and what a goal. Back-to-back games, he has scored incredible highlight reel goals. That one ended up going down as the game winner, which was, of course, deserved as well. He's playing really hot right now. And then Coronado and Kevin Ball also got apples on the night, which is just fantastic to see. But there's one stat, which is the most unbelievable thing for the Calgary Flames out of all of this, and it is this right here. Dustin Wolf owns an NHL best 949 save percentage at home this season. 949 when Dustin Wolf plays in the home colors in that red, which is so amazing. If this is a sign of things to come in the future, oh baby, we do not have to worry about goaltending for the first time in, a decade or two, essentially. Well, I guess 1 decade really when it comes down to it, but so great to see how well Dustin Wolf is playing. When he plays at home, when the team plays well in front of him, the Flames are just unstoppable. What a game. And let's keep in mind, this was against the Florida Panthers. This wasn't against, Anaheim, San Jose, Chicago. It wasn't against one of those teams. This was the Florida Panthers, who are an incredible team. They score at will usually. They usually do great on the power play. Dustin Wolf shut them down. So amazing to see. The last thing I want to take a look at before we get into some big quotes here from the guys about last night was this. So it's just, I guess, the important news as well. The Flames have assigned Walker Duehr, Devin Cooley, and Jacob Pelche to the Wranglers. Once again, no idea how long they'll be going down for before they get recalled. By the time you're watching this, who knows if one or more of them has already been recalled once again. But just wanted to keep you up to date with the moves that the Flames are making. But let's get into some of these quotes from the guys last night, or from last night's game, and just so amazing to see a lot of these guys talking. So if we get into Dustin Wolf here first, I'm going to show you a couple quotes he said because I just liked them a lot. This first one is on his own performance from last night. So he said, "I felt good. The team did a great job of limiting their chances. After the last game, everybody wanted to come in and provide a better effort. I thought that's what we did tonight. So really the Flames needed to bounce back after that horrendous showing against Tampa Bay on Thursday. And on hockey night in Canada at the Dome, they sure got it done. And really, I mean, Wolf made some obviously very good saves, but really, the team in front of him looked so different than the team in front of Dan Vladar on Thursday. Literally night and day. The team really tightened up, played so well, made Wolf's job a little bit easier, but he still, of course, had to make the 32 saves. And he was, obviously happy with getting the shutout as well. Another quote from him here was his save on Bennett on the breakaway in the third period. So this is what Wolfie had to say about that. Anytime you can make a save in a third period for just like a breakaway save in general, your hope is that it brings your team some momentum. I thought he fanned on it a little, but I'll never complain about that. The he, of course, he's talking about here is Sam Bennett, but it was so good. It just really, that save just encapsulated the game perfectly, showing just how good the Flames were playing. That kind of put it away in a sense, not necessarily fully put it away, but you know what I mean. Momentum-wise, like Wolf is saying here, saving that, you kind of knew the Flames were going to go down and win. To do it against Sam Bennett as well, not someone Wolf would have ever played with for the Flames, but just knowing Bennett's history with the franchise as well, it was just so amazing to see him get that save, kind of put the game away, and have a little bit of a sense of humor about it, saying that Sammy fanned on it a little there. Loved that quote. Next quote, we'll take a look at one from the captain, who of course got the goal and the assist. This is what Bax had to say about the bounce back from obviously Thursday to Saturday. He said, "It was a really good game by us from start to finish. We didn't give them much, and when we did, Wolfie was really good. The whole team played really solid tonight. It was the response we wanted and needed." Key word at the very end there, needed. Absolute great bounce back from the Flames. That was the response they're really looking for. Backlund, obviously, he's a seasoned vet. He knows how to answer the questions, how to say the right things in the media, but it's true. Exactly what he's saying here. The Flames played a really good team game from start to finish. They really didn't give the Panthers much at all. And when they did, of course, Wolfie was there to back it up. So nice to see. Backlund, of course, getting rewarded with a couple of points as well. Such a great leader. We're so lucky to have him. The last guy we'll take a look at is, of course, our coach, Ryan Huska. Got a couple quotes from him. The first one is just a quote on the win here. So he said, "I thought we played a really good game tonight, like for the 60 minutes. A lot of good things, a lot of good players. So we're happy about that one." He has such a funny way of talking. It's so simple. It's so direct to the point. A lot of times it's almost emotionless, but he was obviously happy with this one. The key part of this quote here is, of course, like for the 60 minutes. Usually, like I said before, the Flames are a streaky team. They can look great for 5-minute stretches and then look like one of the worst teams you've ever seen for the rest of it. And usually, they don't even turn it on till the third period. But to play a full 60 minutes tonight was just a pleasure to watch. If the Flames want to make the playoffs, that of course, it goes without saying, but that of course is the kind of team the Flames need to be, playing a full 60 minutes. Last quote we'll take a look at here from Huska, end of the video, was this one about the penalty kill, which has been quite an issue over this season. Was looking really good and then was terrible against Tampa Bay, but obviously was good against Florida. Here's the quote. "The guys did a really good job. Their detail was good tonight, and I thought we were aggressive for the most part. We didn't sit back and let them come at us for the most part, and when we didn't really have a chance to pressure, I thought our guys did a good job of taking away some of their options." And keep in mind, the Florida Panthers have, the power play specialist in Sam Reinhart. They have some lethal players on the power play as well. You think of Barkov, you think of Tkachuk, you think of Verhaeghe. They have some really good players. The guys were perfect last night, which is exactly what you want to see. We couldn't be happier about that. Now let's wrap this one up with the comment of the day, as we love to do here on the channel. And this one's actually a reply to another comment, but it comes from yesterday's video about some of those trade rumors, of course, involving Rasmus Andersson. And I thought this was a really good message here by Jason. So he said, "Andersson would be a huge short-term loss, but we have two studs in Brustevich and Parekh who are sure to shore up that right side soon enough. If we trade Razzie now, maybe we'll suck enough next year to take a run at Gav Mac, LOL." You guys can say hi. That's my girlfriend, Shawnee, right there. That's great timing. But either way, I thought this was a great comment, obviously, because losing Rasmus Andersson would be terrible. And we all know that it's irreplaceable in a way, but we have to keep in mind that to get the most value back, sometimes you got to trade someone when their value is super high, and we do have guys in the pipeline that can eventually be replacements. No instant replacement, but eventually be replacements. I thought that was a very good point there from Jason. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe like you saw here today, and have a wonderful rest of your day.